Welcome back to the podcast. Hey guys, welcome. We're gonna have a music intro. I don't know when, but I'm here. I'm here with Leonardo. Hey, Leonardo. He's gonna be asking me some crazy questions today. We're gonna talk about topics like haters, COPPA, YouTube. You know the big deal. So, what you got for me?
So I think the first topic, since everyone's still kind of fresh on the topic, would be COPPA. What are your thoughts
COPPA.
now that it's what week are we in? The third week of January?
We're almost in 2021, bro. So it's almost February. But COPPA, I don't know. It's COPPA. I'm gonna just say COPPA. So COPPA, it's basically it's been in effect for a long time. And for you guys who don't know what it is, they basically sued YouTube for, I guess, leaking out data for kids, like kid data, and the creators are now paying for that. And basically, we have to label our content whether it's for kids, not for kids. But if you're wondering, in my case, is it for kids? I would say no, honestly. It's more of like a big, huge, wide range of demographics of just family content, And there's a huge difference. And the speculation is like, what's the difference between like kids content and like family content? And we don't know that because there's like this really thin gray line that YouTube doesn't really provide us with. It's just very vague. Like, hey, you're not allowed to use kid characters in your videos, or you can't have like kid actors. I mean, that's obvious, but it's just like very vague like that. And yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, the channel's fine, I can tell you that, but how fine will it be? Like, who's gonna be the first person to be like, hey, we're COPPA, we got you. You owe us $40,000 for this video for not flagging it right. You know what I'm saying?
Do you have a prediction of what channel that would be?
Hopefully not Guava Juice. Hopefully nobody, to be honest, because we're all here together. As creators, we're all here trying to fight COPPA, trying to fight the algorithm. And I feel like 2020, hopefully, rather than like people spilling teas and drama, even though it is entertaining, like we are a community, and I just really hope that every creator helps one another lift each other up, rather than pointing what's wrong with them. Like, hey, you're not doing the right thing because A, B, and C. It's like, hey, I see your weaknesses. What can I do to help you, kind of thing. Like, people have to, I feel like, think in that mentality in order for the platform to grow and the community to grow stronger and stronger as creators and as a platform, because we are basically the role models for a lot of these people, these kids, these teenagers and families,
So speaking of role models, I feel like you were kind of hinting on the next topic we were going to talk about, which were haters, right? So
yeah.
What are your thoughts on haters and how to deal with them?
I mean, dude, haters, everybody has haters, whether if it's like a bully, for example, like they're just, I don't know, they're just very insecure about themselves, and they just like lash it out onto you. They kind of figure out what's wrong with you that they think is different, and then point that out and just kind of shut you down in a way. So I don't know. That's just my opinion. How I deal with it is, I don't know. I kind of don't. I kind of just do my thing, I love what I love. I love making content. I like making, these videos for people to watch and be inspired by. So as long as you have that mentality of like your purpose and your goal, then whatever the haters say, just let them hate, They just don't have anything else to do.
So one topic that a lot of YouTubers come up with is like hate comments on their YouTube videos. What's your strategy, or what's your outlook when you see those kind of comments?
I don't read comments. No, I read, I try to avoid those. So I have this thing, I do read comments, but I have this filter. I have a lot of like words that you can use to blacklist. So a lot of those comments don't really come in, to be honest. And if I see like, someone just, I don't know, speaking weird wisdom, I don't know, just hate, and I just kind of just ignore it. Just move on to the comments that matter most. And that should matter most, is the positive comments.
for those who just want the technical aspect of that, and like a YouTuber wants to create those lists of like what's the how do they go about doing that?
Yeah. So if you're a YouTuber listening to this and you don't know about the feature, there's a few. I don't know where to go, but I know it's in your YouTube settings. I think it's under like the community tab, and then there's like a list of like words you can block. So you can basically just go to Google and type in blacklisted words, and it'll just give you like a text file, and then you kind of just copy paste that into, your settings, and then boom. 99% of the hate comments are gone, which is great. I mean, like, honestly, like, if one person sees a negative comment, people will just feed off of that negative comment, and it'll just become like a train of negative comments. So if you can stop the first one, you'll stop the rest. Yeah.
What are some of those words on that list?
All right. There's, and, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Nice.
There's mother, father. There's like, holy schna. No,
the typical.
Yeah, you know the typical, like, this content is, yeah, you know what I mean.
So let's move on. We talked about COPPA.
Yep.
We talked about haters.
Yep.
I think the next thing you wanted to talk about is like the future. Where do you see Guava Juice, and what are you excited about?
I am excited, dude, to be honest. Like, my New Year's resolution this year is just to stay in the present, Like, we all have goals, and we all have, paths or, like, plans to get to that goal. And what I realize is, we don't focus on the present. Like, we don't appreciate the process of getting there as much as we should. I feel like my goal now is to slow down, enjoy the present, and then things will slow down for you, so you can just appreciate everything, like this microphone, like you, Jose, Raymond, everybody in this building. Like, but as far as like goals, I don't know, man. Just strengthen the foundation, and the foundation to this channel is just the YouTube channel. Like, without the channel, without you guys watching it and supporting it every day, there wouldn't be this channel. So, as long as you build that strong foundation, I always think of it like a house. Your foundation is the very rock bottom. If that's a very solid foundation, then the house will just grow to be a very sturdy house. So work on that foundation, and you can work on bigger things, like an attic. What the attic is, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I really don't know. Merch, maybe my own clothing line, maybe a 1-for-1. Buy this shirt and we'll give it to someone who doesn't have a shirt. I don't know, stuff like that. I'm a big fan of those 1-for-1 deals, like Tom's, like Warby Parker, because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter how much you make. It's just the matter. It just like it matters like what you do with that and what you're doing to the world. Because when I die, okay, I want to just I want to die knowing that I made some kind of impact in this world somehow, whether it's like, helping a village or helping a city or a couple of people. Like right now, I'm very satisfied. A lot of people watch the videos. I'm like happy that I made their days with it. But there's a higher level to that. Like, what else can I do? Can I help build houses, for people who need it most? Like, it's always nice to see it in person. Like planting a tree, like that was who would have known? But planting a tree, we planted a tree one time, and then it felt good because we made oxygen. You know what I'm saying?
I think what's connected also to the tree thing, it's kind of connected to your whole idea of like community, like the YouTube community. You want to speak about like what that project was?
Yeah, so Team Trees, it was pretty cool, created by Mr. Beast and Mark Rober. Their goal was to, I don't know, basically they set up a fundraiser to raise $20 million so they can plant 20 million trees. $1 equals 1 tree. And they got to that point. And it was pretty cool because I've never seen the YouTube community do something so collaborative and so good to do something good for the world. 20 million trees, of course, it's not going to like fix the world, but it fixes it in a way. And that's what matters. If you fix the world in a way, I feel like it just feels good, I want to be a philanthropist. You want to know my future, what I want?
What was that word?
A philanthropist. I want to be a falafel fish.
How do you spell that?
PHILANTRO piss. Philanthropist.
I think that's a blacklist word.
Hey, everyone, comment down below philanthropist and see if you get banned.
So going to like future projects and the whole community thing, what are some other cool projects that would be awesome for the community of YouTubers to do?
Dude, I don't know. You gotta ask Mr. Beast on that one. He's really good at setting that up. But if my suggestion, we can clean up the beach. Maybe when he hits like 30 million. Because the reason why he did the 20 million tree is for 20 million. It's like he just reached 20 million subscribers. So maybe when he reached 30 million subscribers, maybe he can clean up, or us as a community can clean up 30 million straws at the beach.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
How many straws with it? 30 million straws.
That's a lot of
I'm trying
plastic.
to like visually.
That's a
see
lot of
that.
turtles, you know? A lot of turtles suffer from that. So if you eliminate 30 million straws, 30 million turtles are saved. And that's a lot. But that means we got to plant more trees so we could give them oxygen, because there's a lot of turtles.
What other social...
What?
What are some other social topics you feel connected to?
Dude, honestly, I don't know. It's helping the world in a way. Like, I always wanted to help the world. I always wanted to start a foundation to help people, specifically like kids, who don't have the supplies to be creative. You know, whether it's like having like a building where they can go and just draw or be creative and stuff. Well, because growing up, I wish I had like a computer when I was like 8 years old. I'd be so much more creative. Maybe like a canvas. That'd be nice. Because I remember drawing a lot when I was little. When I had the supplies, I would just make use of it. Because I was so bored, you know? And I wish, you know, kids these days, whenever they're bored, they can kind of use that as an outlet. Just creatively, you know, whether it's drawing, sports, stuff like that. But I feel like the creative side of my youth could be impacted a lot more, and I want to help kids get to that point.
What would you call that foundation?
Indubitably.
Wow, that was quick.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I already thought of a logo. It's pretty cool. Someone's gonna steal this. I'm not gonna name it Indubitably. Yo, someone's gonna steal this idea. This is why you don't talk about your ideas. Like, if you have an idea, you don't talk about it because someone's gonna take it.
What's more important, ideas or execution?
Execution, bruh.
Why?
Well, shoot, I already did it. It's already in the backlog, so it's all right, guys. I'm gonna start a thing. So I already blurred it out there. So it's gonna be called Indubitably. If Indubitably means indeed, I agree. Let's do it.
Wait, is this the foundation or a clothing line?
Let's do all of it.
Nice.
You know, if you have an idea, just do it. You know, a lot of people just don't do it. Just do it. That's what I struggled in.
You should.
What?
What do you think of using that as your catchphrase? Just do it.
Yeah. Yeah, let's check that out. Check that out.
Cool. I think another thing you could share with the audience is that you're starting to make videos for Guava Juice 2 and Guava Games, right?
Yeah, so Guava Juice 2, it's an old channel. It used to be my old vlogging channel. It used to be called Roy Wasabi Vlogs. For you guys who know me as Roy Wasabi. But I just converted it to Guava Juice 2, just putting random stuff in there. So it's, if you guys want to check it out, go to Guava Juice 2. I don't know, I really just post random stuff in there. Like the other day I made a smoothie. I made a guava smoothie. And that was pretty awesome. You should check it out. That's all I could say. Like, I don't want to do too many spoilers. I already gave you my idea for my foundation and whatever. So do me a favor, check it out. Guava Juice 2. And Guava Games. I'm just playing games because you guys, a lot of fans out there want me to play games again. Specifically Roblox. And I'm doing this podcast again so I could attract kids who used to watch me growing up and they were like in college and need some help. So yeah, let me help you out. Just keep listening.
Nice.
Speaking
of listening, so a lot of people who watch podcasts,
Yep.
they have the intention of learning something. So I think what would be cool is like, what's a lesson you would like to share with the audience that you've been thinking about lately?
Don't give up. I thought about that yesterday because, you know, when times are hard, people often stress out a lot. I've been stressing out a lot, about future, present, the dogs. But that's all I can say. Just don't give up, because for every rock bottom you hit, there's always a higher mountain that you'll eventually reach. The lower you fall, the further you'll glide. That's what I say all the time. So whatever problems you're dealing with, just don't give up. Something will happen. And whatever obstacle and path that takes you, you're gonna get through it. So
Can you explain that metaphor one more time? So the further.
So if you take up the velocity of going down, so let's say gravity is negative 9.8 meters per second.
Okay.
So if you go down in the velocity of negative 9.8 meters, or acceleration of negative 9.8 meters per second, that means you'll go down. But then when people glide,
Oh, I see.
glide means you'll go further. It doesn't mean you'll go higher up. That means you'll keep gliding, and you'll eventually reach your cruising altitude, which is your peace and your moment, where you're just at this very meditative state and you're satisfied until you take another dive and then keep gliding even further and further.
Is there an experience or a story that you could think of that relates to that?
Yeah. Oh, for me, yeah. When I first moved to LA, I was very sad, and I was just always falling. I felt like I was always falling and falling and falling. And then eventually, after a year or two, I kind of just like fixed myself, fixed my health, fixed my habits. Rather than sleeping all day, I would go film, like vlog, and be productive. And then rather than eating junk food, I would eat a lettuce, and I would be calorie deficient, which is fine. I lost weight. I'm good. And that caused me to ricochet up and just glide even further and further. People are going to have those divots and those drops, but it's just what matters is like how you get out of it.
You know what's interesting about the topic that you just brought up? The topic of daily habits actually came to mind when you were speaking.
Yeah.
So a lot of YouTubers love asking that question. What's like your daily routine?
Yeah.
And what are your daily habits?
Oh, man, it fluctuates. So a lot right now it's a lot better than last year. I wake up around 6:30 a.m. Okay, and then I snooze until 8:30, and then after 8:30 I take a shower, do my thing, but work from 10 to like 5, 6 sometimes. But after work, I always make sure to run. That's been my thing. I run at least 2 miles a day. It's just I figured that's a good habit, because when you run, at least for me, after 10 minutes of running, I get to this very relaxed state, like this meditative state. I guess that's what you call runner's high. And I just kind of just think about everything, and it just really calms me down, so it helps a lot. And after my run, I work out a little bit, dumbbells, all that good stuff. And then I work again, review some videos, all the boring stuff, review, blah, 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 blah.
I love reviewing videos.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. Yeah, man, that's not boring. I enjoy it. I'm like, wait. Yeah, cool.
nice.
That's all I got.
What time do you sleep?
Oh, dude, it fluctuates. 12 midnight to 2. I need to figure out a better healthy habit, but that's just me. Melatonin helps sometimes.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think another topic people would probably want to know is, what do you feel like are the daily habits for a successful YouTuber? That video comes up a lot.
Daily habits for a successful YouTube. Have a routine. Yeah. Oh, hello? What's that?
It's the
AC unit. Shash. No, for real though. Like, daily habits create into routines and creates into a lifestyle. So as long as those are healthy, you're good. A good example is exercise. Kevin Hart, and I listen to him in Joe Rogan's podcast. He works out a lot, like 2 hours, and he's addicted, which is good, because when you work out, you get all these chemicals in your body. Is it serotonin or something? And then it kind of just helps boost your morale, your mentality, your physicality. It gives you more energy throughout the day. So it's very ironic to think that if you work out, you get more energy. Even though you're draining energy, you gain more energy after. So it's like that weird thing, which is good. It's a good payoff. As long as you work out, get a good consistent schedule. I think that's what matters most. And if you lock into that schedule and go through it, Does that make sense? Am I making sense?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just blabbering now.
Conversations, man. Just sharing your
Welcome
thoughts.
to the podcast, guys.
So talked about routine.
Yep.
You know, it'd be cool. What are who are some YouTubers that you feel like seem like from your perspective have a very healthy life?
Good Mythical Morning. I feel like those two, Rand Link, are just, they have it. They have good schedule. I feel like they know what's happening because they've been doing it for a while, and that all started from that all started from habits and routines, and then it's lifestyle, and then they kind of just figure it out from there. So yeah, that's a good example, to be honest. Those two, I feel like if you watch their content, they have everything figured out. Their structure, their content, they're just constantly making stuff, and good job. Brand Link, I love you. North Carolina, let's go Pack. Whoop.
They're from North Carolina?
They're from North Carolina.
How many other YouTubers are from North Carolina?
17. So there's Mr. Beast, me, Alex Wasabi. That's all I know.
17. What's one habit that you would want to improve that you feel like would take your life to the next level?
Oh, diet. Diet is huge. Okay, if you fix your diet, you get more energy. But I love food so much, so it's like this weird loophole that I can't get out of. Any suggestions?
My cheeks are so much bigger than you are. No. So yeah, for sure, diet affects mood and emotions as well. It affects creativity.
Dude, I wish I had a great diet, but I love food so much. Like I don't know. I got.
So 3 of the most popular like diet things that's been happening in like online that you see is keto, vegan, and 1 meal a day. What are your thoughts on those 3?
I keto you not. I don't know where to begin.
What's the next one?
What's the last one?
1 meal a day.
1 meal a day. I don't know. I keto you not. I don't know where to begin, but 1 meal a day is the worst. I need 8 meals a day. 1 meal a day. Isn't that bad? You're supposed to eat like snacks throughout the day in order for you to lose weight, huh?
So there's always 2 sides to every like topic.
Yeah.
As far as 1 meal a day, there's a thing about what's the term that's raised insulin. I'm sorry.
Insulin.
So when you have multiple meals a day, it's constantly fluctuating your insulin.
Okay.
Which is connected to a lot of other diseases.
That's what haters have.
Insulin. All right, so every hater out there, you are type 2 diabetic.
No,
I'm sorry.
it's fine, dude. I love my haters, though. It's like, if you have a hater, you know you made it. So I embrace everyone, I don't hate anybody. My haters are cool, even though it's like people don't get it sometimes. I mean, it is what it is. It comes with the job. YouTube is YouTube. It's weird. People expect something and they get something else. But hey, that's life. Look at our president.
What about the president?
Huh? Dude, Obama is great, dude.
The president of the Philippines? Who's the president of the Philippines?
What's his name? What's his name? Duterte.
Oh. Only nice things about Duarte. I heard some things about that guy.
But diet, it's good. Make sure you diet.
What does a healthy diet look like to you?
Well, my brother said to eat everything in the color spectrum, so that's good, right? Why is it good?
Because it unblocks their chakras.
What's a chakra?
Well, there are energy centers in your body, and Indian believes that there are 7.
All right, if you watch Naruto, they use their chakras. So if you take care of your chakra, you are believed to be in a good state of mind. Right?
Yes. What are some speaking of anime and stuff, what are some of your favorite shows nowadays that's been on Netflix, on Prime?
This is a Q&A now, huh?
Yes.
All right, my favorite show. I just finished You. Have you seen You? Oh, yeah. I finished, I binge watched You, 2 seasons. I finished it in 5 hours.
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding. I finished in like a week. But it was pretty cool. I like dark stuff. I really love dark stuff. My favorite show is probably Mr. Robot with Rami Malek. That was a great show. It just finished. As far as anime, I watch a lot of My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer, Dr. Stone. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but that's if you don't know what they are and you like anime, go watch them. Yeah.
Since you like Mr. Robot, for those who's never watched an episode, what would a summary of that plotline
so
be?
it's basically this vigilante hacker trying to save the world and corrupt big businesses from corrupting the world. So the top 1% of the 1% of the world is basically in charge of the whole entire world.
What helps you like stay in the present? As far as you know, what's a really cool topic is I've noticed that when you're in front of the camera, you're like very confident. For those who struggle with confidence in front of the camera, like I'm sure there's a lot of YouTubers who are going to be watching this. Yeah.
How do I be in front of the? I don't know. I drink a lot of coffee. That helps a lot because my persona in front of the camera is definitely different from like who I am right now. So coffee helps a lot, and I don't know. Just the more you do it, the more you get used to it. The more you don't care there's a camera in there. You just kind of just go with the flow and just do your thing. You know, just be who you are. You think you are because you are that. You know.
So for those who are not confident and they don't want to be in front of the camera, do you feel like anyone could be a YouTuber with practice?
Oh, anybody can, for sure. Anybody can be a YouTuber. It's just a matter of like how far you want to take that, how consistent you want to do that, how much effort you're gonna put, how much time you're gonna take into your life into that YouTube. So I mean, it's just anything in life. If you want to be a good guitar player, how much time and effort are you gonna take to be the greatest guitar player in the world? If you want to be a great, booty dancer, what's your effort? What are you gonna eat to get that thick? You know what I'm saying?
Why do they have to be thick?
Huh? All right.
Is that the end of the?
Yeah, I guess so. That's a good little thing. So hey, guys, if you're watching this on YouTube, comment down below. Let me know. This is like the second podcast, so we are down for any improvements. Maybe it's like the number of times I blink, or like the number of times I say a specific word, like yo, man, dang, like that. So let me know. Let us know. Thanks for watching, and here's the outro. Give me a beat. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching the podcast. Let me know how it is in the comments down below. And I love you so much, and I love you so good, and I love you. Oh, welcome to the Guava Podcast. Welcome to the Guava Podcast. And goodbye. Give me a beat again. Hey, every day I wake up in the morning to say, keep going. Keep going. Don't stop. Keep going. Yeah, 6:30 in the morning. Wake up in the shower and I snooze the button. I go work out and I do my thing. Gotta fix my diet and get that thing. And I shake the booty. Gonna be a good deed. Wow, what the heck? I'm gonna go away. Yeah.
Stay juicy.